Think back to the early 2000s, the golden era of street racing games, neon lights, loud engines, underground car meets, and adrenaline-fueled races through city streets and highways. Titles like Need for Speed Underground, Midnight Club, and Burnout Paradise defined a generation. But those games, while iconic, had their limits. Closed tracks, linear progression, and sometimes shallow customization held players back. Then in 2012, a game came along that didn't just pay homage to those classics, it perfected the entire street racing formula. That game was Forza Horizon. Back in the early 2000s, the street racing genre exploded thanks to a mix of style, culture, and gameplay. Need for Speed Underground in 2003 brought a fresh wave of customization that changed the game forever. Players could tweak every inch of their rides, neon underglow, vinyl decals, body kits, rims, turbochargers, creating cars that matched their personality. It wasn't just racing, it was car culture. Meanwhile, Midnight Club offered sprawling urban playgrounds to race through. Unlike traditional racing games focused on circuits, Midnight Club was about raw speed through real cities, weaving through traffic, taking shortcuts, and finding the fastest routes. Burnout Paradise, released in 2008, added a wild twist, open world chaos, spectacular crashes, and insane speed. It captured the thrill of reckless street racing like no other game before. But all these games still had limitations. Need for Speed Underground's world was mostly a series of tracks connected by menus. Midnight Club's maps were big, but missions were often linear. Burnout Paradise was wild, but lacked deep cartooning or progression. Then, in 2012, Playground Games and Microsoft Studios introduced Forza Horizon. It was the first true fusion of Forza Motorsport's realistic driving physics with an open-world, festival-style street racing experience. Instead of closed, linear tracks, Forza Horizon let players explore an open-world map inspired by Colorado's varied landscape, with winding mountain roads, highways, small towns, lakesides, and forests. This was a playground for speed like never before. What made Horizon stand out was the sense of freedom. You could choose your own routes, discover hidden areas, participate in spontaneous events, or simply cruise and enjoy the environment. A dynamic day-night cycle added realism and variety. While the original game didn't have dynamic weather, the changing time of day still affected the mood and visuals of races. The Horizons Festival wasn't just a backdrop, it served as a social hub where players felt part of a community. Crowds cheered on stunts and victories, creating a festival atmosphere unlike anything other street racing games had at the time.
I'm Alice Hart, by the way. Welcome to Horizon.
Sometimes I get a good feeling.
Customization for the Horizon went beyond cosmetics. Players could fine-tune performance parts, like engines, suspensions, brakes, and tire compounds, or use auto-upgrade presets, tailoring handling to their style. Driving assists like traction control, ABS, steering assists, and transmission modes were all toggleable, making the game accessible to newcomers and satisfying sim enthusiasts. Progression felt natural and rewarding. Completing races, challenges, and discovering bar finds earned credits and popularity XP, which in turn unlocked cars, upgrades, and new events. The car roster was impressively diverse, with around 125 vehicles ranging from 2000 street tunes to modern supercars and off-road trucks, including rare barn find restorations. It captured a rich racing culture. The game's photo mode and vinyl editor gave players creative tools to personalize their rides and share their style with the community. Forza Horizon made multiplayer more seamless and social than typical racing games of its time. Instead of static lobbies, you could join friends in a shared open world session and quickly start races or challenges. You could race side by side, free roam together, or challenge friends in spontaneous events, making online multiplayer feel like a natural extension of the open world experience. Leaderboards and rivals challenges encouraged players to compete globally and share their progress. This social integration made Forza Horizon more than a game. It became a shared space for players to connect and compete. Comparing Forza Horizon to its predecessors show why it's the ultimate evolution. It captured the raw adrenaline style of 2000 street racers, but improved on their weaknesses. Freedom replaced linearity. The open world let players create their own racing stories instead of following preset tracks. Realistic physics delivered satisfying weight and nuance without losing arcade fun. Customization and progression felt more meaningful, with cosmetic options plus detailed performance tuning and steady player growth. The festival setting brought atmosphere and community energy that older street racers lacked. Finally, more seamless multiplayer added a social layer that turned racing into shared adventure. Forza Horizon didn't just pay tribute to 2000 street racing, it perfected it and set a new standard for the genre.
So whether you're a nostalgic fan of the neon-lit streets or a newcomer craving open-world speed, Forza Horizon stands as the ultimate evolution of street racing games. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share your favorite street racing memories in the comments. Catch you in the next one. Cheers!